back to keep us company with another song headed up the charts after all.
Come on with it.
Thomas Rhett, thank you so much for coming in to see us.
Of course, always a pleasure. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I was just talking to Ashley from your record label. I just got a puppy who's 10 weeks old who has been like owning my life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it makes me think about like people like you who have 4 children. I'm like, how does anyone have a child? Like a puppy is so much.
They are. And we have 4 kids and 2 dogs, and are thinking about getting another dog. So we just sort of never stop.
Yeah,
no, he's a little bit older. Yeah.
So fun. I feel like you are having the best summer. Are the girls back in school?
They start like tomorrow.
Do they
or Thursday, yeah.
Oh my gosh, what grades are everybody going to be in? Because Lennon will go to school this year, right?
They're all 4 going to be in school 5 days a week. This will be so me and Lauren are about to really reconnect.
Lauren's got to be like, what is she going to do with an entire? I mean, I'm sure she has plenty to do with an entire day, but
there's
like,
a lot to do.
Wow.
Yes, we have Willa Gray's going into 4th grade.
What?
Yep. Ada James is going into 2nd grade, and then we have 2 pre-K 5, pre-K 3. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is crazy, TR.
Life's moving quick.
It is moving very quick.
Right.
I'm sure that they're all really excited to go. Are they at the point they're excited to go back to school?
They love school. Mm-hmm. Like, that's all you can ask for. Was that when you drop them off, they're like, I'm ready to go.
Right. Like, leave me alone. Well, I'm sure that like.
I always feared we'd have like the latch kid, the one that like didn't want to like crawl off of us, but they love their friends and they love their school. So. That's good.
Awesome. That'll be great. And then you recently got to cross a big one off the bucket list. And
yeah.
You and I have talked about this before. You got to headline at Fenway.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Man, I feel like I've talked about it so much, like even just in my internal, like my family and friends reaching out that didn't get to make it. They're like, how was it? Like, it was just such a dream. It really was. Something I've wanted to do since the very first day I started in this career. And I've gotten to play every other venue in Boston 2 or 3 times, opening for people. And Fenway's kind of always been on Fenway and Wrigley both have always been on my bucket list, but we got to cross off Fenway this year and sold out 35,000 people. We bought the this little wristbands that Coldplay kind of it was like worth every penny.
Yes.
Like getting to watch it in the crowd. And getting to do it with Teddy Swims too was pretty awesome. Just the year that me and him have had together and getting to share that stage and it was just awesome.
So is Wrigley the next thing that you like want to cross off the bucket list?
I thought I would love to, but I'm also kind of this mindset of like, man, that was my goal. You know what I mean? So now anything that else happens past that is just cherry on top. So I'm trying to think too far in the future on that kind of stuff. Just really still honestly just coming off a high from that show, and it's been almost 2 weeks. Me and the band talk about it all the time, just how insane it was. But yeah, huge bucket list moment for me.
That's so amazing. And then you also got to celebrate your first Diamond certified song. That is why I'm like, congratulations. That's such an
and when that got presented to me, I kind of thought it was a thing that happened a lot. And now I'm learning that it doesn't happen all the time.
I think now there's like 14, 15 total in country, which is crazy.
It's crazy. To have one of those that, also was such a just came from an honest part of my heart, knowing something I could write from the depths of me towards someone that I love that could resonate with that many people. That makes it all the more special.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like that song is probably one of the ones that you like never get tired of
totally.
singing, and everybody's still screaming it back
for sure.
to you every single night. Better in Boots tour looks like it has been so much fun. I saw Kevin James was out.
It's been so much fun.
He's doing recon for a movie or something. Is that what I heard him telling Jelly Roll? Which is like,
he's been hanging with Jelly a bunch. And he reached out to my team and he was like, hey, I'll drive my truck. I just want to come to all 3 shows this weekend. And he showed up early in the morning and worked out with me and did vocal lessons with me, even sang something about a woman with me in New York. And it was amazing because I've always been a huge Kevin James. Hitch is like one of my favorite movies ever.
Oh my God, yeah.
And
such a good one.
And we've watched all the Mall Cops and King of Queens and just such a genuine human who just really wants to learn, to make this movie great. And we had such a great time with him.
That's so much fun. I don't think I've ever asked you this, but would you ever do any acting? Like, are you interested in
I would
that?
love to. Yeah, I think if my schedule ever permitted me to be anywhere for a 3-month span.
Kids, you have 4 kids 5 days a week in school, maybe you could.
That's right, yeah. No, it's always been kind of a dream of mine to act, but it would have to be the right role with the right script and the right movie. But yeah, it'd be really fun.
Yeah, that would be great. And then I don't know that you and I talked about this either, but Tucker Wetmore's been in here a few times. He's out on the road with you, and he is just the way he talks about how much he looks up to you, like just like, and it truly like not just like your career, but also your family.
Sure.
I just think it's so sweet, like how like he was so excited to just go out on the road and learn from you, and I'm curious like what it's been like having him out.
It's been awesome. I feel like this year and last year, I've gotten to know so many of the newer artists in our format. And they all just happen to be a decade younger than me.
I know. I'm always like, Tucker, you're 25?
Yeah, he's 25. You know, he's too bad he's bad looking too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He's having a hard time.
But he really is such a sponge. I mean, I can't imagine, because like when I first started in this business, like you just were forced to go through all the ranks. You know what I mean? Like if your song went on the radio, that was it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you would go open for anybody and everybody, and you'd play bars for 30 people. And now, I'm not saying that either one is right or wrong, but now you can literally be, your mom thinks you're good, and you put some TikToks up there, and the next thing you know, the world goes, when are you headlining a football stadium? Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, I don't even know how to play 30 minutes, much less, you know what I'm saying? And so it's been interesting to get to know him. He was like, man, I played my first show ever last year, and I didn't know that. And then I watched his first few shows, and I was like, bro, like, you're such a natural at this. Mm-hmm. He's also like a classically trained piano player.
Yes.
He's insane.
When he starts, there's like those videos that went viral of him at CMA Fest playing the piano. I'm like, what on earth?
It's great. I was like, bro, you need to lean into that.
Yeah.
Like, that's a superpower, you know?
Truly.
But yeah, every so often, like him and all his boys, like they're, you know, they stay up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning every night, just blaring music outside the bus. And I'm like, y'all shut up. This old man is trying to like get some sleep.
When we were just talking to you before, with like turn on the mic, just that you've stopped drinking a little, like the last 90 days, you've been trying this out, and you probably feel amazing. You're like, please go to bed.
100%. But I also remember what it's like to be 25 and on the road for the first time, you know, so.
If you don't do that, it never makes sense later on.
For sure. But no, he really is such a, this is the wrong word, but he's so teachable. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like anytime he's asked me for my advice, and I've, you know, given him a couple tips on his show, or maybe some things that I would change if I were him, he like incorporates them like the next night. And it's pretty wild to watch. But that's been kind of the biggest joy of my life right now. Like I still love playing shows and love writing them, but when younger artists do come to me and ask me for any, not even just show advice, but how do I have a family and do this, or how do I have kids and do this? Like that's kind of become one of my favorite parts of being in this business right now, is just sort of being, you know, a guy that's done it for 14 years and made all the wrong decisions and some of the right ones, and being able to lead people in a direction where they can, you know, hopefully not do the same things bad that I did. So
right. I do feel like whenever anybody talks about like figuring out the balance of this career, which is so unique, everyone's always like, whatever Thomas Rhett is doing, it's like what I want to do. Like everyone wants to emulate, especially your family life.
Well, listen, we've done a lot of work. We've all done a lot of therapy. We've all worked a lot on ourselves, and I think that's kind of put us where we are now. And it's been fun to pour into younger people. I feel like my wife and I both, we love doing that so much.
For sure.
So
that's so special. Let's talk about After All the Bars Are Closed.
Yeah.
Will you tell me the story behind this song?
Yeah, wrote this song with people that you may know, a guy named Jay Cash, John Byron, Jackson Free, my buddy Julian Bonetta, who produced this whole record. And I think I'm always just trying to figure out a new way to say I love you, you know. And when this idea was brought, it didn't even start as a love song, but we kind of morphed it into one as the song kind of got going. And I don't know, this song to me reminded me so much of like me and Lauren's like college days when I'd go visit her in Knoxville, and we'd go to, you know, Tin Roof till 2 o'clock in the morning, but the party wasn't over, and so we'd have to figure out something else to do. And those are some of my favorite memories of us as like a dating couple. And so this song brought back a lot of nostalgia for me, and hopefully a lot of people as well.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of my favorite records that you've ever put out.
Thank you.
This would be number 24.
Correct.
I believe.
Yeah.
Is this the last single from this album? Are you gonna put
we've been putting out so much music this summer. That's part of like, I hate the word deluxe.
No, but it's it's kind of like what Taylor Swift does. It's like the special editions of the album with different songs.
Totally. Yeah, I think we're still thinking on it. You know, it's a new landscape. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you have to be able to pick what the next thing is today. You can kind of let some things come out, let people kind of tell you like, hey, we love this one, you know, and kind of let it do some of the work on its own. But there's a few that I think we're deciding between right now what we want to roll with next. But yeah, gonna let Bars finish and breathe, and hopefully go into Recurrent, you know, so people can hear it more.
Exactly.
I feel like in this day and age, a lot of these songs don't get heard a lot until they're in the top 5, and so I feel like Bars is getting its extreme exposure right now. So we have some time.
Yeah. Have you been like on writing at all, or
Tons.
I would say, have you even had the time?
Yeah. Every weekend on tour, I've had writers out. We've already started writing for the next project, and
you're a machine.
And it just sort of never stops.
Yeah.
So,
speaking about being on the road, so I was talking to Luke Bryan, was on the show last week, and I was asking him, I was like, you know, we got TR coming in. Like, what should I ask him about? He's like, oh, TR called me the other day. We were gonna golf. He's like, and instead we just had like a 5-minute mini therapy session.
That's all we ever do.
Yeah. Well, and that's what he said, and I thought that was so sweet that the two of you have that kind of relationship.
Yeah. Well, because Luke, I mean, you know, when I first started, he was and still is one of the biggest things in our format, and got got the opportunity to open for Luke a bunch, and I've actually modeled a ton of like my stage presence and banter with the crowd based on things that Luke did, in the early, or like 2012 through 15 or whatever. And so I feel like there was a stage where a lot of people were like, "You're just trying to be Luke Bryan," and I'm like, "Heck yeah, he's the biggest artist in the world. Why would I not be?" And so through that, over the last 10 years, I will call Luke just about anything. Like, hey, what song should I end the show with? Or like, hey, what do you do when your voice is trashed on a Saturday, or whatever? And Luke has just always been such a great helper, and is able to kind of give me some comedic relief in times of stress on the road. And he's kind of just always been like a big, in a way, kind of like an uncle to me, because I've known him since I was super young, and he's written a bunch of songs with my dad. And but I don't see Luke. I don't see anyone near as much as I wish I did. And that's going to change, I think, as my kids get older. So.
I forgot that he would have been writing a lot with your dad. Do you remember like the first time you met Luke, or being around? Like, how old were you?
Well, I remember when my dad and Dallas Davidson and Ben Hayslip started this little writer group called the Peach Pickers, and like there for like 3 years, every single Luke had was a song that my dad wrote.
That's crazy.
Minus Country Girl Shake It For Me, it was like, I Don't Want This Night to End, like that whole stretch was all Peach Picker songs. And so got to know Luke a lot when I was in college.
Yeah,
so.
That is so much fun. And then I didn't realize that you've got the Castellos on the road, and that Till, his nephew, is dating Lily.
Dude, I love Till.
That's what he said. He's like, Till loves
so much. Like, that kid he kind of is Luke. Kind of like walks like Luke and talks like Luke. But yeah, it's been cool. The Castellos, first of all, are the most talented. So like, they're insane. Like, I love watching their show. And I obviously met Lily, the lead singer, and she was like, "This is my boyfriend Till." He was like, "I'm Luke's nephew," and I'm like, "Of course you are."
Yeah.
And but it's been a blast having them on the road.
That's so much fun. Before we wrap up, the week that we have you on the show, I always like, we have these topics and stuff that we do with listeners, and I want to give you some of them also. So one of the ones that we're going to be talking about is actually this is perfect for what you and I were just talking about, something you stopped doing that made your life better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I haven't drank in about 80 or 90 days. I haven't really kept a tally, but it's been since like May-ish. And I will probably drink again at some point. Like, I do love wine. I do love bourbon. But it has been a lot easier on the road, I will say that.
For sure. I'm sure easier on your voice.
Easier on the voice. Sleep is the thing that it would be hard to compromise.
Right.
My sleep has just been absolutely insane. Like,
I know.
My Garmin watch, is just sitting there going, "Your sleep score is 100%." And I'm like, "That's good. That never happened before."
Do you do that?
Oh, yeah.
I have not let myself get the ring or do anything, because I'm like, I am so competitive. I'll be like, it's not 100.
Well, yeah. I mean, even on the road last year, I'd have like a tequila drink before I went to bed or whatever, and wake up and your watch would say, "Pay attention." You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, that's a good start. That's a good start to the day.
A great start to the day. What causes you to lose sleep other than alcohol?
Yeah, I mean, sleep. I mean, it's just so hard to wind down after a show. I mean, the way that I can equate it is like if you went and did CrossFit at 9:30 p.m., there's no way that you'd fall asleep at 11. And especially when you're riding on the road, you're super adrenaline boosted from the show, and then you really don't wind down until 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and then you don't wake up till 11, and then you come home on a Sunday. And now you're back into this like, oh, we're going to bed at 9 and we're waking up at 5 for school routine. It's just like the week it's like you have jet lag every week.
I'm sure.
And so
crazy.
like, yeah, definitely not drinking alcohol has helped a ton in just the transition of like going from the road back to home, back to the road. So,
yeah, just being in like peak condition.
Yeah.
The secret to a happy marriage is?
Oh man,
probably
I think just being aligned.
Being aligned.
Being aligned on all fronts. Finances, the way that we're going to raise our kids, the schools we're going to go to, church we're going to go to, like just being right here the whole way makes for so much more of a peaceful marriage. But it takes work, and it takes a lot of conversation, and maybe some arguments here and there, but I think just alignment is what I would say.
I think that's great. And then this one I think is funny. Most expensive mistake you've ever made?
Most expensive mistake.
I feel like mine are probably like car related. Like I've crashed a couple cars. That's probably the most expensive, but
most recently, Valentine's Day.
Oh no.
There's a new sushi restaurant in Nashville called The Sushi Bar. Have you been?
Yes. No, I haven't been, but this is the one that's
like unbelievable.
A 17 course.
Yes, like a 17 course sushi meal. Like they fly their fish in from Japan every day. It's like, it's insane. And me trying to book a Valentine's date the day of Valentine's Day. I called one of the guys that serve at the sushi bar, and I was like, hey, do you think I could get in? And he was like, yeah, I'll just give you the room. and for me and Lauren to go sit in it. I was like, sick, you know.
Oh, I know.
And this is, for the record, I love the sushi bar, and I love this guy that gave me this reservation. We went in and, you know, both ordered sushi. We both did like the sake flight
the pairing,
or whatever.
The whole.
And I got my bill, and I was like, why is that so much money? Like, I knew this place was expensive, and he was like, well, you rented the room out. And I was like,
how much is the room?
Oh, yeah. And I think without that sake flight, I might have had to ask some questions, but I was like, just sign. We'll never do that again. So,
oh my God,
that was an expensive mistake.
So funny. Well, thank you for sharing those. Thank you for coming in to see us. I'm like so happy to see the song do well. Like I said to you,
Heck yeah.
I love every song on this record.
Thank you.
And if you put on another single, I'll be excited about it.
There you go.
Thomas Rhett, so good to see you. Thank
Likewise.
you.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Katie. Thank you for watching. See more interviews, performances, and more of your favorite artists by subscribing and downloading the free Audacy app.